Hey friends, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're making what I like to call friendship loaf. It's soft, crusty and comforting, and honestly it's the easiest bread I've ever made. No mixer, no kneading, no stress. This is the recipe I send to people who say I can't bake bread. Oh, but you can. Let me show you how. Simple ingredients, one bowl, no drama, let's get into it. So, this all started when my friend texted me, "Do you have a bread recipe that doesn't take 47 steps and a stand mixer from 1942? I sent her this. A couple of hours later, I get a photo of the fluffiest, most golden loaf, and she goes, "I can't believe I just made that. It tastes like a hug." That's when I knew this wasn't just a bread, this was a friendship loaf. Here's what you'll need. All-purpose flour, salt, instant yeast and warm water. That's it. Just throw it all in a bowl. Now grab a sturdy spoon, or I have this Danish dough whisk, and start stirring. At first it'll seem a little messy, but keep going. After about 15 seconds the flour will start to absorb the water and the dough will form into a lumpy, shaggy mess. Once it gets to this point, we're not going to keep stirring. Instead, grab a little water, soak your hand and jump in to knead the dough, just enough to bring it all together. We're not developing gluten here, no need to work it for long. You just want to hydrate the flour and combine everything. Cover it with a towel or plastic wrap. You can leave the dough at room temperature for around 90 minutes if you're in a hurry and need it to rise a bit faster, but overnight in the fridge is where the magic happens. It develops amazing flavours and the dough becomes much easier to work with because of all the slow fermentation. And trust me, the longer you leave it, the better it gets. I've used a dough that has been in the fridge for a week and it's still fantastic. Though a little trickier to shape the longer you wait. Alright, this is what you want to see. The dough has risen. It's puffy, it's jiggly and it's full of air. It's alive and happy. This one has been in the fridge for 2 days. Now it's time to shape it. Don't stress, this is super forgiving. First, gently turn the dough onto a floured counter. I like to use a bench scraper, but your hands work just fine. Be gentle here. We're not pushing it down, we want to keep as much of that air inside as possible. Give the top a light dusting of flour so it doesn't stick to your hands. Now we'll do a simple fold. This helps it hold the shape. Take one side of the dough and fold it towards the centre. Then fold the opposite side over that. Now the top edge comes down to the middle and finally the bottom edge folds up and over. Kind of like wrapping a cosy little double blanket. Then flip it over so the seam is underneath. Now cup your hands around it and give it a gentle tuck and turn motion. I like to do a little spin using the friction of the counter to build some surface tension. This helps it hold its shape and rise as it bakes. And it gives us a beautiful domed loaf. Pop it into a bread bannington, or a bowl lined with parchment paper or a well floured towel will work just as well. I give it a final pinch together just for an added bit of security. Cover it and let it rise for around 45 minutes to an hour while the oven preheats to 250°C. With your Dutch oven or a pot with a lid inside. You're looking for the dough to puff back up, not double in size this time, but definitely be a bit perkier. Now our oven is preheated with the Dutch oven or a pot with a lid inside. We want to get our dough into it. The safest way is to use this silicone bread sling. Flour and turn it onto the sling dust off any excess flour. I do like mine a little more flour heavy, so I won't go crazy. With a pair of scissors, cut slices across the top. I use this bread lame. What this does is gives the bread a place to expand. Now if you don't use a sling, when you lift it and put it into the pot, flour your pot. Bake it covered for the first 30 minutes. This traps the steam and gives that golden, crackly crust. Then uncover it and bake for another 10 to 15 minutes until it's beautifully browned. I like mine very dark, so I go for the 15 minutes. Look at that and listen to that, the sound of success. Is this end bit chef's treat smothered in butter, or is that just me? It's warm, it's chewy, it's got that perfect crispy edge, and you made it. With your own two hands, no machines, no kneading, no stress. So yeah, this is a friendship loaf. Because it's the kind of recipe you share with people you love. It doesn't ask for much, just a little time and trust, but it gives you so much back. If you try it, and hey, if you've got a friend who thinks they can bake, send them this video. Thanks for baking with me, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the loaf love. I'll see you next time.